Every bird, every flower, every animal reminds me that it is a blessing to be alive. Jeffrey Manuel met up with a man on a mission, ace photographer, researcher, naturalist. We have Parag Rangnekar who speaks to Jeffers.
So the time was 5:30 this morning. I come down to Bonla Zoo. The sun was far from rising. And already I see this bunch of enthusiasts, and I look at this gentleman in little combat uniform and I say, I think he's a person of authority. And yes, Parag, you're the first person, if you noticed, I introduced myself this morning because you did see that you were raring to go. So just a little bit about Parag. Parag, you're part of this whole Goa Bird Conservation Network. Before we get there, please tell our viewers about how this journey began and what you are today.
Right, so GBCN, everybody knows it formally now, was just a bunch of enthusiastic birders or other people who are interested in wildlife who came together and decided to share notes, speak about birds, go out birding together. So it was
just a casual group.
Absolutely a casual group for quite some time. I think we met formally around 2004, 2005 when we started going out,
How
doing
big was
stuff.
this number, sir?
I think we could count ourselves on fingertips.
Literally, literally.
So traditionally, whatever little that we know about bird life of Goa was because of visiting birders. Europeans primarily who would come birding here, write their trip reports. That's how we knew about our bird life. And then there were very few birders, local birders who were interested. That has slowly changed with this informal group coming together in 2004, 2005. And we formally registered only in 2015, 10 years down the line. So we are a society now, we are a registered NGO. And I think we have a membership of nearly 250 plus.
Brilliant. Yeah. So in this short little conversation with you, I want to know Parag as a person, as a birder individually, and of course, just like the conversation has gone on, how often does GBCN meet? Or what's the schedule of activity?
Right. So we do some set stuff, but we of course informally we keep on birding as individuals as well as friends and groups. But we do something called a monthly bird walk, which happens on the first Sunday of every month. So where a place is chosen, the time is chosen, and it's kind of the message is sent out over the network, and then people just come in.
And would this be Goa centric?
This is Goa centric at the moment, obviously. But we do get people joining in from visitors joining in and stuff like that. But so it's a free bird walk for the first Sunday of every month. So anybody who wants to come can join it. Beyond that, we also do a couple of more activities. We do something called an annual All Goa waterfall count, which is so we count the migratory waterfowl every year. And now today we can kind of very proudly say that we have got good data about what is happening with the populations of certain water birds. Yeah, so that's been happening for more than a decade now.
And may I ask, is it all good news or is it something that we have to be worried about?
Where numbers we need to be slightly worried about.
Really?
Numbers have gone down. The reasons, some could be local, but some global as well, including climate change. So numbers have gone down. Yeah, so that's something that to be a little worried about.
So my conversation time with you is short. So GBCN has a lot to contribute towards birding. Parag as a person, Parag, I'm sure it's a hobby, right? You have your busy lives with whatever your career is all about. Tell me a little bit about how this enthusiasm for birding started. While people talk about fast cars and different other attributes, why birding? Is this something that...
Birds, I think, everybody who's interested in wildlife, starts with birds. Okay, because they're there, they're obviously, they're all around you, right? So, same thing happened with me. Birding was something that, I picked up, from friends. People who were interested, we used to go out, look for birds, then without binoculars, no books around, no social media, so those were fun days. But that's where we honed our skills, and then we got to know and got in the right company. So so that's how it's all began.
So today, my colleague Runa, I was asking her, I wonder if there's something called like a bird whisperer, all right? Would you be somebody, if there's a bird tweeting around, can you kind of say, oh yeah, that's a...
I mean, that's birding in our landscape in the forest of Western Ghats. If you do not know bird calls, you will not be able to bird efficiently. And like I was telling you, the earlier days when we did not have binoculars, we did not have books to refer to.
Senses.
So ears were what we depended on, and that's helped us now.
Excellent. So in your journey from now till until today, is there like that proud moment you say, oh gosh, I spotted that particular bird,
Many.
and it was your eureka moment?
Many. I mean, not just one, many. But more than just spotting that bird, things such as declaring some of the important bird areas in Goa through the BirdLife International.
So mapping everything out.
Yes, so that is something that we consider. I mean, I personally consider as wow moments, because one is that we enjoy birds, and look at them, but it's also important to look at their conservation. So declaring around, I think 6-7 important bird areas within the state of Goa, I think as an individual as well as as a network, is something that we have been able to do.
From the many birds, which you would say is my Parag's favorite? I would always want to see more of them particular birds.
Well, I mean, again, I don't want to be very specific about one bird, but there are quite a few.
That's great.
I mean, a great hornbill is something that every time I see, I get amazed.
Amazed.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's of course the Malabar trogon, which
The
everybody
beauty of
wants to
nature.
see. Then you have the Oriental dwarf kingfisher.
Excellent.
So yeah, there are quite a few.
So Parag, before I let you go, so it's not about Parag as an individual, it's Parag as a family. Avni, I'm going to pull you in. She's been loitering around Daddy, and Daddy has been pampering her. So I'm moving. But why don't you come a little closer so Dad's mic picks you up? Avni, I know I can't see, while children of your age are busy with mobile phones, birding, does it excite you?
Yeah, it does very much.
Yeah?
I've been doing it since I was a kid.
Excellent. Now, if you look at a hat, it's possibly got little trophies put down on a hat, these pins that you've collected. What would you consider your favorite birding moment? Typically.
Birding moment.
So with Dad, where did he take you, which you say, wow, that was one experience that I loved the best?
Anywhere in Goa.
Yeah?
Yeah, the competition that we had.
Yeah, I had a competition with my mom.
About what?
Who sees the most species wins.
Excellent. What a healthy competition to be part of. I would love to bring Mummy into this picture to complete this whole unity of sorts. But Parag, I think you are an inspiration to the rest of our viewers, that you start young.
Absolutely.
And
It's very, very crucial.
what a healthy hobby to have, right? So you are in class
Ninth.
at Kendriya Vidyalaya. What a proud moment for the college to have kids like you interested in nature. Parag, thank you for spending
Pleasure.
time with us on
Pleasure.
Doordarshan.
Thank you.
And do well, girl. Thank you.